right, so, you know, in conclusion, let's go and wrap this up. Again, appreciate you guys coming out here. I think we've hit on a lot of things that are going to help you fine tune your swing. You know, for Saad, I think number one, it's consistent with all three of you. Alignment is kind of an issue. I think getting the alignment sticks are going to help you. Picking out a point in front of you about 3 feet to where you're going to square your club and square your feet parallel to that line or to your target line. That's going to help. The whole, I think with you, it's tempo is a little bit quick, right? So we got to work on getting that in more consistency, right? A little more. It's a little quick from your transition from the backswing to the downswing. So let's get it a little more fluid swing in overall. So that's something you take home. Ren, with you again, it's probably going to be a little bit of alignment, and then getting you to get to that transition to where you're going to get up on your left side and have your toe up more. So if you're way back here, your hand's starting to come into it, you're going to come underneath the wall. That's what you're going to do. Right. So take those home with you guys. Any feedback, questions before we wrap this up?
So with the hips, they really come through as part of the follow through, right?
Absolutely.
You don't want this.
No.
It's more like this or like this and then like that.
So your hips actually should be ahead of the ball.
You're not firing the hips though.
You are firing the hips.
Then I know, but at the point of contact, you're about here, right? You're not like this. It's a point of contact.
You're almost to the point where your a point of impact is going to be a little bit forward than what you are when you start your swing.
Okay.
Right. But then your follow through is what's going to allow you to transition so that you can actually square your hips and your shoulders to the target line.
Mm-hmm. That's my challenge. But
that's where your power is going to come through. You're going to square that's where you're going to square your club.
Right.
At that point of impact,
right.
And then when you follow through, it's going to transition that power so that it goes all the way through that shot.
Right.
So if you're not clearing your hips, what happens is your hips get locked here, your hands start coming into it, and you're going to start flipping it this way. And you see how the club face is open?
Right.
That's what we want to avoid. We want to get so you're squared, you're squaring it, and you're able to turn your hands over. If you're locked here, you're not going to be able to turn your hands over.
Right.
If you do, you're going to do that quick left hook, or you're going to hit it thin.
I just think as a swing shot, the last thing you want to be thinking is get up on your toe, because it happens after you hit the ball. So you want to just make sure you're
going to get to that. If you're transitioning all the way through, it's going to get to that left toe no matter what.
Right.
Yeah. Proper follow through, you get that left toe.
But it's not.
It's post.
Yeah.
It's post impact. There you go. Right. Okay. Question?
It was good, Gord.
We're good?
Yeah.
Perfect, gentlemen. We'll see you next week.